going to do today is a little different than what we've done for the other sessions. We're actually going to be doing a little movement, just very mindful movement. You can think of it as mindful yoga. But so you want to find, there'd be very, very subtle movements. I don't want you to think of this as a yoga class. This is a meditation class, but it will involve movement. And so I want you to make sure you're in a space where you can stretch out. We will be starting lying down. And if you can't do that in the space that you're in, you can sit, and that's fine. And some of the postures you'll be able to just do in your mind's eye, which you get tremendous benefit from that as well. So the most important thing today is that you find a space that's comfortable, that you won't be interrupted. And this is another mindfulness practice. And the most important thing with mindfulness is that you're just learning to pay attention moment to moment, right? You're going to be focusing on the sensations on your body, and as much as possible, letting go of any comparing mind, any ideas of right or wrong or judging, just doing the postures the best you can without forcing anything. We're just relaxing and knowing that you can always override any of the instructions, just knowing what works for your body today, and you can visualize yourself doing the movement if it doesn't seem accessible. All right. So I would ask everybody now, if you are going to be lying down, that we're going to begin with the rest pose. So coming into a comfortable position, lying down. And if you want to tilt your screen a little bit so I can see you when you're lying down, that's fine. If you don't want to, that's also fine. But we're going to begin by lying on your back, if that's available to you. And as much as possible, really allowing yourself to feel your body making contact with the ground, from the head all the way to the heels. And if you have any problems with your lower back, perhaps bending the knees and placing the soles of the feet on the ground as if they're standing, but allowing the legs to be apart slightly, maybe feet falling slightly outward. Allowing shoulders, hips, and feet so that the spine is straight. So noticing your alignment. Arms resting alongside the body. And if it's comfortable, turning the hands to palms facing upward. Simply resting in this pose and perhaps noticing how the ground supports you. Bringing your attention to sensations of the body breathing. Aware of sensations of rising and falling, expanding and contracting as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And with each breath, allowing the ground to receive more and more of your weight. Working less and allowing yourself to be supported more. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready on an in-breath, allowing the arms to gently lift from the floor and allowing them to travel in an arc upwards towards vertical. Noticing the sensations as they move through the air, and then allowing them to rest on the floor outstretched above the head as you exhale. Pointing your fingers toward the wall behind you or whatever's behind you, and at the same time pressing your heels in the opposite direction, stretching the entire body and simply relaxing into the stretch. Feeling the sensations in the arms and the legs, the rib cage, breathing in and breathing out. And then taking a breath in, and on the exhalation, allowing the arms to travel back through the air, gliding slowly until they make their way to resting beside the body. noticing sensations as they move through the air and as they finally make contact with the floor. And simply resting still now and noticing how you feel in your body after completing one mindful stretch. And now, once again, breathing in and allowing the arms to glide through the air in the same arc and feeling the stretch wherever it can be noticed in the body. Noticing any thoughts or feelings that may enter your awareness, and as much as possible, allowing them to come and go like clouds in the sky, keeping the attention centered on the sensations arising in the body. Now, relaxing the right side of the body from the stretch, relaxing the right arm, the right leg, while maintaining the stretch in the left side of the body. Noticing sensations in the left side that is stretching and also in the right side that has been released. And now releasing the left side of the body and stretching the right side. The arm moving in one direction, the right heel pressing in the opposite direction, and noticing the sensations in both the right and left sides of the body. And now releasing the right side of the body, taking a breath in, and on the exhalation, allowing both arms to return through their arc and through the air slowly until they're resting by your side. Aware of how you feel while you lie in the rest pose again. Aware of any thoughts and feelings arising, and as much as possible, letting them come and go as you focus on the bodily sensations arising in the moment. And if the knees are not already bent, go ahead bending the knees, bringing the soles of the feet to rest on the floor as if standing, and being aware of sensations in the body in this moment. And on an out breath, contracting the lower abdomen, moving the lower back down towards the ground and noticing that this will tilt the tailbone slightly upward as you make contact with the back to the ground. Feeling this stretch, and then on an in-breath, relaxing the abdominal muscles and pressing the tailbone down into the floor to raise the lower back, noticing the sensations associated with this arch. And then exhaling again, contracting the abdomen, pressing the lower back against the floor, the tailbone tilting slightly upward, and on an in-breath, relaxing the abdomen again and pressing the tailbone down, feeling the stretch in the body. And then in your own time, following your breath and rocking the pelvis between these two positions, feeling the sensations in the body with the movement. Exhaling as you contract the abdomen and inhaling as you relax the abdomen. And now stopping and becoming aware of the sensations as you rest in stillness. And if it's comfortable, drawing the knees towards the chest, embracing them with the arms, perhaps interlacing the fingers around the shins if that's available, or perhaps behind the knees. Simply breathing in and breathing out in this posture. And on the next out breath, seeing if you can draw the knees just a bit closer to the chest, finding the limit where you are comfortable and not passing it. And then beginning with small movements, rocking very gently from side to side, right to left, massaging the back, feeling the sensations in the back as you move from side to side. And if it's comfortable for you, perhaps bringing the head towards the knees. Again, not passing your limit of comfort, learning to accept limitations of the moment, knowing that limitations change one way or another, both moment to moment and over long periods of time. And coming to stillness now and allowing the head to move back down towards the floor if you've raised it. And now letting go of just the right leg while maintaining the left leg bent so that the right leg extends along the ground in front of you, stretching the heel toward the wall, and at the same time drawing the left leg closer to the chest, feeling the sensations in the body with this posture. Noticing how much of the body is actually involved with this stretch. Perhaps investigating the face. Is there tension there? And if so, perhaps softening the muscles of the face, the jaw, relaxing any muscles that are not necessary to hold the posture. Is it possible to work with just the legs and the arms? And when you're ready, releasing the left leg, allowing it to stretch out in front of you on the floor, and bringing the right leg up towards the chest, embracing it with the arms while you extend and stretch the left leg while drawing the right leg just a little closer to the chest on the next out breath. Noticing the sensations in the right leg and the left leg. And when you're ready, releasing the right leg, placing it back next to the left leg on the floor. And simply being present in the rest pose. Perhaps noticing the breath as you breathe in and breathe out in this moment. Feeling the sensations in the body. Now, in your own time, rolling over onto your belly, beginning to notice sensations of movement. And once you're on your belly, coming up onto your hands and knees with your back parallel to the ceiling like a table. And then moving the knees outward a bit and the feet inward a bit, perhaps with the big toes touching. And gently lowering your hips back and down into this triangle you've created. The head and trunk moving downwards as you do this. The arms can be either outstretched on the ground with the forehead between them, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can fold your hands on top of one another and rest the forehead there. This is the child's pose, a rest pose from when we're facing downward towards the ground. Adjusting your body in whatever way is comfortable for you in this pose, and simply breathing in and experiencing the sensations in the body in this moment with each breath. Feeling the stretch in the body, the floor supporting beneath you. And when you're ready, pressing down with the hands, raising the hips to return to the table pose on hands and knees. And now arching the back upward like a cat, contracting the abdomen and allowing the chin to move down towards the chest and feeling the stretch across the back and the arms. And then on in-breath, relaxing the abdomen, moving the tailbone up towards the ceiling and noticing the back will arch in the opposite direction. Allowing your head to move up, looking at a point directly in front of you, feeling the stretch. And when you're ready, on an exhalation, contracting the abdomen, arching the back upward, allowing the chin to come close to the chest. And then on an in-breath, relaxing the abdomen, pressing the tailbone upward, allowing the head to come up, looking in front of you, and now moving between these two poses, contracting the abdomen as you exhale, rounding the back, and then on an inhale, moving into the other pose, tailbone towards the ceiling. And in your own time and in your own rhythm, moving between these two poses. The cat pose with the rounded upward arch spine, and the cow pose with the tailbone upward towards the ceiling. Being mindful of the sensations in the body as you move between the cat and cow poses. And if you need to rest at any point, simply returning to the child's pose and noticing the sensations in the body as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And when you're ready, coming back to the table position on hands and knees, aware of the sensations in the body, perhaps aware of your breathing. And now releasing the weight from the right knee and extending the leg out behind you, holding it out parallel to the ground with the toe pointing back. And now looking upward at a point directly in front of you to help focus your attention. Releasing the left hand and lifting the left arm straight up in front of you, pointing it forward, parallel with the ground, fingers pointing ahead and balancing. Noticing what's required to achieve balance, what tiny movements occur, feeling free to touch down at any time to remain steady. And then drawing the arm and leg back to resume the table pose. And now unweighting the left knee and stretching the left leg back, while at the same time unweighting the right hand and stretching it out straight in front of you, focusing your visual attention on a point in front of you to help you balance. Aware of the body stretching and resting. And when you're ready, drawing the arm and leg back to center, coming once again into stillness in the table pose, perhaps noticing the breath or sensations in the body. And when you're ready, coming down to the ground, resting on your belly once again. Aware of the quality of the moment, thoughts that might be arising, emotions that might be present, letting thoughts go by without following them, without attaching to them, allowing the sensations in the body to be the center of your attention. And in your own time, rolling over onto your back, slowly staying in touch with the sensations in the body as you actually allow yourself to move from lying on your belly to lying on your back. Simply resting on your back, noticing the body as a whole in this moment. And now bending the knees and bringing the soles of the feet to the floor as if standing. Placing the feet close together and bringing the arms out into a T position. And letting both knees very slowly fall over to the right, keeping the shoulders on the ground as much as possible, and turning the head very gently to face the left. Looking out over the left arm and hand, sensing the stretch throughout the body, feeling the whole left side as the body as you stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. And then bringing the knees slowly back to center and the head back to center as well. And then allowing the knees to fall very slowly over to the left while turning the head and the face to the right, looking out over the right arm and hand. And again, noticing and feeling this stretch in the entire body. Allowing your knees now to fall toward the right as you move your head toward the left, looking out over your left arm and fingertips as the knees move closer and closer to the floor. Feeling the entirety of the body in this pose, breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready now, allowing the legs to move towards the left. The knees moving towards the floor as you allow your head to move towards the right, looking out over your right arm and fingertips. Perhaps softening muscles that don't need to be used, softening the facial muscles, the jaw, the forehead, the eyes. And then coming back to center and assuming the rest pose. And resting now at the end of this session. Noticing the quality or qualities that are arising in the moment after doing mindful yoga. Acknowledging the effort and the caring for yourself that you've brought into this practice of mindful movement today. And in closing, I'm going to share with you a poem by Dana Folds entitled Just for Now. Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you and the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow the wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, with awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are, so fully alive that the world looks different, newly born and vibrant, just for now. And now preparing to receive the sound of the bell.